Center for Restorative Programs is involved in community building here in Alamosa and around the San Luis Valley. We work primarily with youth who are considered juvenile offenders or who have committed some kind of offense.
Kids are making decisions like they often do that aren't necessarily the best. They're expanding their horizons, exploring their boundaries, and making mistakes. And when they make those mistakes, we're providing an opportunity for youth to really own those decisions and those behaviors and understand what the impact of them is.
Punishment does not necessarily address the actual harm. It's an exclusion or a second hurting of someone rather than a recovery or restoration of relationship.
When you go through the court systems, it follows you. And this program was that opportunity to give my son a clean slate.
At the beginning, we were serving 10 youth a year, 10 families a year. And since then, we've really grown to the point where today, we're serving more like 300 youth per year through our diversion processes out of the court system.
So this doesn't mean that people are not accountable for their actions. In fact, I think it means that they're truly held accountable for their actions when you have to sit across from somebody and process and talk about how something you did was of harm to them.
I learned that when I make a mistake, it doesn't just impact myself or one or two people, it can affect a whole entire community.
So CRP provides three main areas of programming. We work in the juvenile justice setting, and we provide a couple of unique interventions within that context, from victim-offender dialogue to a process we call rethinking substances. As a result of working in the justice system, we realized that a lot of this begins in schools. And so we work in the schools to really address the issues of truancy and repair of harm for different behavior issues.
This organization really changed my future because it gave me the opportunity to show everybody that I just made a mistake and pick myself up.
And that really is at the heart of the work that we do, is not pushing youth away, but really pulling them in closer and saying, hey, you need to own this behavior, own this mistake, own this action. And if you do, we're going to invite you to stay here. We want you to be a part of us. We don't want to push you further away.
Everybody that was impacted, we knew personally before this ever happened. And so it kind of smoothed out the friction between friends. And when we left that meeting, my son got up and he hugged every one of the people that he had impacted. And you could see that there was a forgiveness there. And without this program, that would have never happened.